I wanted to start this video out by saying that I don't want to do a 2018 compilation video, but I thought it'd be kind of fun that if any of you guys are half decent at editing, you guys can download my videos through various programs. I use 4K Video Downloader, and make a compilation and send it to me on Twitter. The one I like the most I will download and put on my channel as long as it's not using copyrighted music. But I thought since probably a lot of people got Rainbow Six Siege for Christmas, or maybe had it on their list, or whatever, they got it with a Christmas bonus, or they just bought it because their friends got it for Christmas, or yada yada yada, a lot of new people are coming to Siege, and I have a small tip to share with anybody who wants to get better at this game. I am not a gifted pro at this game, but I have been getting better at it, and I do know what leads to failure, as well as what's given me success. So I'm going to let you know right now, one of the things that will consistently lose you matches in Rainbow Six Siege is being overzealous, thirsty, reckless, and all of the above. I feel like people are kind of deluded by YouTubers doing amazing runouts and awesome peaks on gunfights they probably shouldn't have won and uploading it to YouTube, and you want to make those clips. You want your PlayStation or Xbox or Shadowplay to record those things, and you want to have those moments. That's great. You want to do the crazy thing that impresses your friends and impresses your team and impresses everyone that's playing with you. The thing is as a defender, when you run out of the building to take out an opponent, or you go for a risky spawn peek, or you hear an attacker upstairs and you decide to chase them down with whatever gun you have, you're pretty much maximizing the amount of mistakes that you can make. For every action in a video game, there's a possibility of failure. And when you are taking on too many actions all at once, and you start adding on the variables of ways you can be eliminated, you're also adding to the amount of ways that your team can lose the game. If you're holding an angle in the objective and you're watching a door that you think an attacker is going to come through, and then you decide that it's taking too long, so you bust a hatch and you try to go underneath them, you've left that angle exposed, you've exposed yourself, you've made a ton of noise, and although you might know where the attacker is that wants to come through that door, you don't know where all the attackers are downstairs. It would have been cool to drop hatch and then go around behind the enemy and shoot them in the back, but it's likely just not going to happen. The margin of error is incredibly small in Rainbow Six Siege. You just have none. One wrong sound, one wrong step, a millimeter to the left instead of the right, and you have lost the gunfight. You are dead, you have left an angle exposed, you've given your teammates extra work, and this is the same for when you're on attacking. I love my friends, and if any of them are watching this, I love playing with you, and I know I'm not perfect. I'm not always at the top of the board, and I'm not always winning us games. But a big source of failure is when one person decides that I can do this, they have this I can do this moment, and they sprint into the objective, and they go right into the secure area spot, they go right for the defuse, they go right in for the hostage, and they don't say anything, they don't coordinate, they don't ask if it's a good time, and they get shot by somebody holding an angle. Somebody holding an angle has less variables to worry about. Somebody holding an angle is not maximizing the amount of mistakes they can make. They're counting on you to make yours. It would be really cool if you could just throw your candelas into the objective as Ying, flash everybody, grab the hostage, and get out. If you're brand new to Rainbow Six Siege, that might have been confusing. It would be awesome if you could just flashbang the entire objective, grab the hostage, get out, smoke the bomb, and defuse it. You could just, go into the objective and kill everybody and secure the area. That's super cool. Your friends would cheer your name, girls would want to see your penis, guys would want to see your boobies. It would be amazing. Everyone would want a piece of you, but the thing is, Rainbow Six Siege gives little margin for error. So if you're going to do something like that, you better make sure you have the skill, the confidence, the timing, the coordination, or nobody wants to see your boobies and or penis and or both. I don't judge. This is getting off track, but basically nobody's going to want to see your private parts if you are losing games by doing something reckless. Yes, it would have been cool if you could have pulled it off, but you've cost your team the game. I've peeked when I shouldn't have. I have dropped hatches when I shouldn't have. I have pushed objectives when I very well shouldn't have. Hell, I've even sat still and held the wrong angle or held the right angle and missed my shot. When you're on the attacking team, I find most of my success comes from overwhelming the defenders all at once, or taking your time, picking them off, and letting them make mistakes. A quick way to lose a match is to wing it really quickly. Like I've said, I'm not perfect at Rainbow Six Siege, but I know the amount of times I've been last alive against 5 other people because I didn't push in and do the reckless thing, because I didn't know the reckless thing was happening. There was little to no coordination, and somebody, whether in my friends list or a random on our team, thought they could do something all by their lonesome. I'm not saying you should be a cowering, timid player, though. Don't get it twisted. I am not going to even pretend that that's a better strategy. But what you need to do is gain confidence in your operators and the ones you like to play as, the maps, the gunplay, the movement systems, the way the gadgets work, and then you're able to start looking at the match as a whole. And then as you get better, you start to see openings where your reckless behavior might be a good idea, because it'll be educated reckless behavior. Similar to the difference between a guess and an educated guess, you'll have confidence in the game, you'll see an opening, you'll feel an opening, you'll know that you can do it, and even though you might not succeed, you did your best and you took in all of the information before trying something at all. I have lost a lot of matches because myself or my friends decided, hey, what if I did a run out? Or hey, what if I pushed the objective with these smoke grenades? And lastly, here's the trap that people fall into. They do something crazy, it works once or twice or 3 times, and then they keep trying to do it. They 1v5'd an entire team by doing a run out as Jaeger, and it was really beautiful. Everybody cheered their name, they clapped. You know, all of your teammates wanted to see what you had packing under your clothes. It was amazing. I don't know why I'm adding a sexual element to success in Rainbow Six Siege. Okay. But because you pulled that off, you try it the next match, and it doesn't work. And then you die and your team is down a man, or if you're the last person or there's 2 people left and you died because you did something stupid, you have put the game in the enemy's favor. When you are optimizing the amount of mistakes you can potentially make in a match, you are also optimizing the enemy team's ability to capitalize on your mistakes, reckless behavior, bad aim, sloppy positioning, or loud noises. Whether or not you're playing casual or ranked, and casual is a good way to get a feel for those openings, you can get a good feel for when you should and shouldn't do things. But no matter what game mode you're playing, the enemy team will always win if they're able to capitalize on your foolishness, your mistakes, your hubris. Maybe your motivation is to impress your teammates, whether it's your friends or randoms. But at least for me, I would prefer a teammate that sits quietly in the objective and holds a decent angle, or somebody as an attacker who waits until everyone else is pushing in to push in. It's annoying when somebody plays Dokebi and they ring phones and then charge in and then die. They use their tool selfishly, they wanted to get as many kills as possible, they wanted to top the leaderboard, and what they ended up doing was costing their team a very powerful asset. That's why whenever I play Dokebi, I try to play very cautious, I try to play very stealthy, and I either ask my teammates when they want me to ring phones, or I wait for my teammates to push in, and then I ring phones. As cool as it would look in my videos if I could just rush into an objective with an angled grip MK14 and then just start mowing down everybody and get the ace, I just don't want to cost my team a match because I wanted to have a chance at greatness. That's really not how you're supposed to play the game. It's fun when it happens, but do not push it. So now I'm just kind of rambling, so I will stop this video here, and that's my biggest tip. Chill out. It might not be glorious to sit in a corner as a defender and watch an angle. It might not be amazing as an attacker to sit on your hands for a little bit and drone out and make sure your teammates have access to your gadget. Maybe it's not as fun looking, but people will enjoy the wins way more than they enjoy you costing them the game. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.
Yep, put it back up.
I don't know.
They're behind you. Nice.
Nice!
Good shit.
Nice!
There it is.
Oh,
Yay.
that sensitivity change was
Good shit,
perfect.
Yes.
Wow,
I
Echo,
could
you
just
could have
do
made
that,
that a
though.
little bit harder for us.
Honestly, I should have gone for like the shield bash, but whatever.
Wait, 1 fucking second. I said, hold the fuck up.
I'm ordering pizza.
Boots.
Yeah, let me pepperoni.